Hey you. Yeah, you. What's up? How's it going? I'm back. I'm chilling, I'm doing my thing. That's how I usually do. Anyway, what's up, guys? Hopefully, all you guys are having a great day. I'm just chilling. I got myself a PS5. This is Warframe on the PS5. I know, it looks amazing, right? I can't even tell the difference. I'm joking, by the way. Anyway, I got a cool story time for you guys. Not even cool, it's a little weird, but hopefully, you guys do enjoy. There's going to be some Eidolon hunt in the gameplay. My first ever Eidolon hunt on the PS5. Seems pretty awesome to me. I love the graphics. I love how the PS5 feels. If you guys haven't gotten a PS5, I'm sorry. I know it's terrible. Everybody wants a new console. Everybody wants a new everything. I was lucky enough to get one. But yeah, I'm super excited to show you some Eidolon Hunt while me talking in the background, a little cool, if you ask me. I'm joking. Anyway, but yeah, we're going to be doing that. So hopefully you guys do enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And I'll see you in the story time. Peace. All right, before I even begin the story, I just want to show you guys, first off, the PS5 and how loading into the plains of Eidolon is so much faster and so much better. Like, I honestly love how much better it is. And for Eidolon hunting people, you're going to love it as well, too. I mean, look how fast I loaded in. Obviously, it wasn't as fast as being solo, only because there's other people and we don't know how their internet's going to be. But with that being said, I loaded in extremely fast on the PS5, and look how amazing the graphics look. Everything feels amazing too. I love it. But anyway, let's get straight into the story. I know you guys are here for the story, and if you're not here for the story, I don't know why you're here. Anyway, let's get into it. So this was a Saturday. I just got home from work, and you know how it is when you come home from work. You're tired, you just want to go relax, and that's pretty much what I did. And if you don't know how that is, clearly you don't have a job. But it's okay, maybe you're young, or maybe you're old and you just don't have a job. It's cool. I get it. I just got home from work. I was chilling. I was actually playing Warframe that day. I was upstairs chilling with my friends. And I came down around 11 o'clock ish. I would say like 11 o'clock, 11:30. And I pretty much wanted a snack. And that day, there was some cookies. Um, and I decided to have a cookie. Little did I know that there was nuts in the cookies. Now, before this incident ever happened, I never really liked nuts. I mean, I ate them when I was little, but they never bothered me or anything. And when I had the nuts in this cookie, it didn't bother me. I thought I was going to be fine and everything. And I pretty much had this, and 10 minutes later, I started freaking out. My throat started bothering me, my lips started swelling, and yeah, it wasn't really good. I didn't like it. So I was like, I told my family, I was like, hey, my lips are swelling, my throat's kind of closing. What do you think it is? They were like, oh, it could maybe just be that you didn't like the cookie or something. Because this has happened in the past before. Like I said, I've eaten nuts and nothing's ever really happened, um, and it was just crazy. So I just thought about it. Another 10 minutes go by, and it started to get really, really worse. I was just like, holy shit, this is terrible. And I honestly hated it. Just the feeling of my throat and my lips getting swelled up, I hated it. I couldn't imagine. So I had to go out onto the porch. Like I said, this is at night, by the way. 11 to 30, pretty much at night. And it's cold outside. And I'm outside. And my lips and throat are swelling. It's crazy. So I'm drinking water and I'm saying like, hey, this is fine. My throat's starting to feel better. My lips are, I think, starting to stop swelling. And I told them, hey, everything's gonna be fine. Little did I know, I almost started passing out, and I didn't like it. Passing out is probably like the worst feeling I've ever felt, and from eating nuts for this to happen is insane. So my sister was with me and my family was with me, and they were like, are you okay? And I was just like, I don't know. I've never experienced this before. Um, and then I start to almost pass out two other times. When this happened, it blew my mind at the time because I never really thought this was going to happen to me, like I keep on saying. And Eventually, it got to the point where I was just like, hey, I'm struggling to breathe. My lips are swelling. My throat's swelling too. Um, and then I almost gagged for air. And I was just in shock at that point. So my family ends up calling the police, or not the police, the ambulance. And I was just sitting on the porch. Everybody was with me, trying to calm me down. And the cops eventually start coming up because the cops had to come first before the ambulance comes. That's just how it is. Um, and the cops asked me, hey, is everything okay? What happened? I told them, hey, I ate a cookie. It had nuts. This has never happened to me before. What is going on? They're like, you're having an allergic reaction. You need to relax. You need to be able to breathe straight. You need to not let it get worse. I was just like, hey, I can do that. I'll be fine. I started to hyperventilate then too. Um, and the cop noticed that. He was like, hey, are you okay? Everything fine? I was like, I'm trying, it's not working out. What else can I do? He's like, there's nothing you can really do right now. The ambulance is on their way. Just be careful. So the ambulance ends up coming, and the ambulance team and everything that was there, they were fantastic. They were lovely people. They were helping me out. And they were just like, hey, there's an allergic reaction once more. Try to relax. You'll be okay. Everything's going to be fine. So they ended up taking some blood work. They ended up doing what other else they had to do there. I don't know specifically because I was just so scared at this point. Because like I said, this has never happened to me before in my life. And I end up getting taken into the hospital. The dude in the hospital, or not in the hospital, the dude in the ambulance was such a nice dude. And he was asking me for like my information, what was my name and everything. He was just such a chill dude. I loved him. I thanked him for that. It was an amazing car ride with him, or not even a car ride. It was an ambulance ride with him, and he made everything feel nice and comfortable. And like I said, I thank him so much for that. Anyway, to continue, I'm driving down. They have the lights on, and I eventually get to the hospital. They take me off the stretcher. I had to go on a stretcher because they were worried that something might happen. The stretcher was actually kind of comfy. I'm not gonna lie. I liked the stretcher. Also, in the stretcher, I had my shirt off because they had to put certain things on my chest, I guess, to see my heart rate. So it was a little weird because there was also a lady there and she was kind of hot, not gonna lie. And even though my shirt was off, I was just like, a little weird. Um, so I get to the hospital and I'm not put into a room by myself. I'm put into a room with another person. When I got into the room with that person, I found out that he had been stabbed and shot at the same time. And this blew my mind because I was just like, hey, am I supposed to be in a room by myself? Or am I supposed to be in a room with another person? And they were just like, oh, you're due to COVID and everything, you're going to be in a room with another person. I was like, oh, okay, that's fine with me. As long as I'm okay, I'll be fine. They ended up giving me Benadryl. They ended up giving me something else. I don't remember. But it ended up calming me down too. But in the hospital, it was crazy because the man was screaming in pain because he had just gotten shot and he had just gotten stabbed. And I felt uncomfortable, but I didn't want to seem like a nuisance, so I just stood there, acting all calm and everything, which I was calm, but it was just a little uncomfortable because that man had just had that happen to him, and I couldn't imagine what he was going through. Um, but in the hospital, when I had gotten there, it was a little weird because I started to hallucinate too, only because I think I had a lack of air. I wasn't too sure. I didn't end up mentioning it to the hospital people, even though I should have. But I did start hallucinating, and by that, I saw things that weren't there. Like, I saw objects that weren't there. I don't know how to tell you. Like, I don't know how to tell what was there. Like, it was a little weird. I saw square boxes that weren't there. It was a little weird. Um, but yeah, that ended up happening, and it was crazy because I never knew I could, like, nuts could do that to a person. Like, living through my life and like just now experiencing that at this age and everything was insane. I was scared for my life. I've almost passed out 3 times on my own porch. My voice sounded like I was a different person because of what was going on with my throat. And just the hospital with a person that had gotten stabbed and shot was a little weird. and then the hallucination was crazy. Like, I ended up getting released around 4 a.m. in the morning, and I couldn't go into work the next day. I told them, hey, what's up? I had just gone to the hospital. I had allergic reaction. This has never happened to me in my life before, and I won't be able to come into work. And they're like, hey, everything's fine. You can chill. Just be good. Um, but the whole thing about this story is that I'm allergic to nuts, which is crazy because when I went to a follow-up doctor appointment, they tested me for nuts. I'm allergic to all sorts of nuts and even coconuts. So me and my family made a little joke, as in, if I ever get stranded on an island, I'm gonna die because I can't eat those coconuts or anything, and it's kind of insane. But yeah, that whole thing is just still mind blowing to me because it happened this year. 2020 is the worst year by far. COVID, whole bunch of other stuff. Me almost dying because of nuts. Like, what the fuck is that? Um, but yeah, I feel so much worse for people who can't even come into contact with nuts or touch nuts. I just can't eat nuts personally, but they can't even come into contact with nuts. Like, not only do I have to watch what I eat now, they gotta watch what they see. They gotta do everything so perfectly, and it's mind blowing to me. Um, like I can't imagine it, and just thinking about it now, it kind of bothers me because everything that happened there. But yeah, I'm allergic to nuts now. This happened in July, by the way. It's now November. I've been holding on to this story for a little bit, but yeah, this happened in July. I've gone like however many months now, like just watching what I eat and be careful. I mean, sometimes like my throat bothers me, but it doesn't bother me to that extent when I eat certain things. And it's just mind blowing if you really think about it. But if you don't think it's mind blowing, I can understand. Maybe you have a nut allergy and you've gone through this, but I have never gone through this in my life. Going how many years of just not eating nuts, and then this one time I eat nuts and I almost fucking die. It's insane. But yeah, hopefully you guys did also enjoy the gameplay in the back. Like I said, this is the PS5 Warframe first ever Eidolon hunt. It's insane. I love it. The graphics, the gameplay, it feels so amazing. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you the story of how I died, or how I almost died pretty much the first time. Yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy. I'll catch you guys in the next one, whenever that is. Let me know what you want to see, and I'll do it. But take care, guys. Much love. Peace.